Hello everybody and welcome back to Whiskerwood. In this episode we are going to get a few factories and production going up again. Last 2 days of winter I believe, which will be quite wonderful. Yeah, 2 more days to go there. And then essentially we just need to get our factories going. So there's a charcoal furnace we want to get up and going, and then a smokery. That is going to give us a bit better quality food, allowing us to, well, give them a little bit better things in life. So that's something that I definitely want to get going. Alrighty, sorry about that, just had to tune the volume a bit there. Well, once again, it's been going on for quite a few episodes now where I have to tune the volume. I must say the blizzard is a bit loud. Anyways, so I've discovered quite a bit of, wait, let me just add some wood. But I've discovered a little bit of extra, no, it's actually quite a bit extra, copper ore that we're gonna mine over here. So I'd actually like to get all of that out, get that extracted. There's some coal there, we definitely need more coal. So I would say we'll be heading in this direction. So we can get that coal out. You can see there's some copper over there. I'm not exactly sure if that is under the water. Interesting. That is going to be an interesting one. So let's see. So we've produced more than 13 woven cloaks, which is wonderful. Now hopefully, I do believe we will be able to. So it's just surviving another 2 nights to complete that quest right over there. Do we need any earthworks right now? Well, I mean, sure, we can actually add that in the very near future, but at the moment we do not really require it. We don't have enough workers for it either, so it's not exactly a train smash right now. So what I would like to do is I just need to get ourselves up here so that we can get some more of these trees. Kind of feel like that's important. Not exactly sure why I placed it over there. I'm just going to get rid of that one and then place one in the proper position. Let's see here. So that does cover it, so they'll actually walk around. But I'm not sure, do we have to go around? Actually, not necessary. So let's add this on this side, which obviously makes the path quite a bit shorter, so that is good. Get rid of those. Alrighty, everybody has a house, which is beautiful. That's perfect. That is exactly what we need. Alright. So as for the charcoal burner, it doesn't have any problems with, let's just see here. Anything over here? Approval seems good. Land food, yeah, I know. I'll get that sorted soon, as soon as possible. Alright, so no more blizzard. Good. What I would like to do here is just keep an eye on this. It seems like everybody is doing their job over here. Kind of makes me happy. So I'm happy about that. Let's see here. So, food processing is not going to happen right now. I need the charcoal furnace. Now, the thing about the charcoal furnace is it's probably going to cause a bit of pollution, so I'll be placing it over here. Now, stone cutter obviously is working a bit slower because she's not exactly an expert in stone cutting, but she is an apprentice, so that is good. Not a problem. Right, for research, let's just see here. I'd say a flax spinner is good. That also unlocks the netter, which is pretty important as well. So I'll get started on that. Now let's see, what are we expecting today? So today, no ships, tax collector in 3 days, smuggler. That will be our first smuggler coming in. That's going to be quite interesting. Alright, so tomorrow, supply ship, 2 days, supply ship. I mean, that's good. We could use some more machinery, I would say. Let's have a look here. Planks, cut stone. Naturally, we just need a bit more stone to be cut over there. Decorations to lift the mood. Alright, we can do that. let's see. So path decorations and 8 other decorative bolts. Actually a good idea. So flower bed. Where can we put some flower beds? I would say we'll add a few over here. Let's just add a little bit of extra wood. We don't want it to burn out just yet. Because if it does, we still have 1 cold day left. And actually the first, I think, 2 or 3 days of spring is also quite cold. So let's just get that going. Now, path decorations. Do we have any paths that need decorating? Not exactly, but I mean, we can just make a few of them over here. Like so. And then just add the decorations. I would say let's do once again the trellises. I do quite like the trellises. There we go. Something like that. I need another 2 though. Another 2 could do the job. Let's see here. Any progress? Yeah, cut stone, good. Machinery. Where did the machinery go? That's an interesting one. I think maybe it was replaced somewhere. I think maybe they replaced the fishing docks. Machinery, which is perfectly fine. Over here we have a sawmill that still needs some more. Ooh, this one's gonna... The stone cutter is definitely going to require a replacement very soon. So let's just have a look-see here. So decorations, add a few more decorations. Let's just get this over and done with. So one over there could do. Place one over there. I do apologize if the sound is a little bit laggy. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I think my processor is having a bit of trouble. Not sure why. But yeah. It's a little bit frustrating. So I am going to go ahead. Audio. Music down a little bit more. Ambience a little bit more down. And I suppose we can do this one down as well. Yeah, I'd say that should do it. Alright, so that is good. And then the path decorations. I just need to find a space where I can do some. Oh, yeah, well, obviously I have some paths over here, so I'm gonna go decorations, path decorations. I'll just do some palisades over here, maybe. I do apologize. It appears that Edge was messing about with my PC processor. That's lovely, isn't it? Alright, anyways, let's just get those and those. So I'm done with 2 quests. I have a nice amount of extra machinery now. Now the sound is also better. Wow. Just wow. Anyways. Why? Nobody uses it. Who uses Edge? Okay. Where was I? Okay, so we're busy doing the charcoal furnace. That should be good over there right now. Just waiting on the machinery there. Obviously we have a bunch of stuff being replaced. And then as soon as I can have some extra whiskers, I would like to add into the earthwork so that we can actually fill up a few little spots. Maybe this whole area over here. Fill up this area. So it's going to take quite a bit of work, but it's perfectly fine. Not a problem. And onto the food processing, I can also just add the smoker. So the smoker, I believe, is also going to cause some pollution. Fishing area, no houses close by, so I mean that's perfectly fine if I place it up here, I think. Yeah, let's place it there. Alright, let's see. Supply ship. Food. I want it to be too expensive, so I would say let's go with this one so I can have extra machinery. Considering food is perfectly well and fine. There we go. This is much better. Alright. So let's see if I can get a few things done for them and then I'll get back to you. Once again, this is no processor problems. This is just giving them some time to get a few things done. Alright, so we've unlocked the schematics for the flag spinner, so we can actually start making ropes now as well, as soon as that is built, which will be wonderful, to be quite honest. Are we expecting anyone else today? Nope, that is all for today. Let's see, flag spinner. So that uses 2 flags to create 3 ropes. That's not bad actually, eh? Camp is idle. What camp is this? This is a foraging one. Where can I move you to? Let's just move you up to... this is gonna be a tricky one. Yeah, let's place you over here. There are quite a few things for you to collect here. Not a lot, but it's something. I'm gonna place you here. Let's have a look-see here. How much do we have? So flax is 47. That's not a lot actually. But we do have some flax over here. That is nice. Yeah, no, that's good. That is beautiful. Not sure about the berries. I don't think I really need the berries at the moment. Wait, there's more berries over here than there. Oh, let's clean that up, then we'll move the little thing over there. Then they can also collect the flax over there. Maybe that's a good idea for now. So I'll say let's move the forge hut to there. That should do the trick. It's still pretty cold, so I'm just gonna keep the campfires going a little while longer. Not too long, just maybe one more day. Like I said, I think it takes about 2 or 3 days for it to warm up again. Food is looking great. Alright, that's about it for now. So they're busy finishing up the charcoal furnace. I don't have enough whiskers to do the job, so it's fine as long as it's done. Alright, starting off with day 26. It does seem like things are going a bit better now. We can expect a supply ship and a whisker ship today, which will be great because I do need some more whiskers. Which means naturally I could actually add... yeah, I could actually add a few extra houses. I know they don't like these per se, but I mean, this should be okay for now. Okay, let's see which whiskers we're receiving and then I could do that. Whisker ship. Expectations will be a average of 1-star expectations. Let's see, so we have an apprentice, which we'll definitely add in. Thoughtful, diligent, heavy eater, rebellious, gifted teacher, heavy eater. I would say maybe another gifted teacher would be good, and the rest we can refuse. So naturally the housing will have to do log cabins. I guess it's not a problem. I think we can move up the beach for that. Maybe what we can do is... how about if I go up this way? Something like that. Okay, hold on, supplier. I just want to quickly figure this out. So I'll add... just flip it around and put it there. Like so. And then can I add one in here? I can indeed. So I'll do that. So that's 3 houses. No, don't do that. Now we can remove this one. There we go. That's actually pretty cool. Let's do that. Alright, supply ship. What do you have? I'd say once again we'll go for the cheaper one. Good. Nice. Alright, let's have a look here. We do have enough now to do this work, so we'll do a charcoal furnace over there. Let them start off with that. Naturally, we don't have any fuel at the moment. And then what do we need here? We need some more planks over here. I guess we could add... why is going on now? Let's do that. Yeah, that's good. I mean, sure, it's gonna make them work faster, but I prefer not to, so that is gonna go a bit quicker now. Alright, so we'll obviously need one to do the building. Let's see. Maybe we don't need anyone here at this moment. I'd rather have them work here so we can actually start doing this. That is a better idea. Right, for that, let's see, resource extraction, earthworks tool. I am going to fill up this area to here. And then I would say, let's do it from here to this. That is 98 blocks. That's going to take a while. I can admit that that is going to take a really long while, but that's fine. We can add that, fill it up nicely. Should help out quite a bit. All right, let's just see what's going on with the mines. All right, so here they're doing a good job. They just need to clear out this out still. I'm still trying to do the... let's do it a bit further along. So something like that. Obviously, they're not going to reach that, but it's fine as soon as we have... Can we move the mining camp down? Oh, yes, we can. That's nice. So I think we'll add that over there. Which means naturally they now have a bit closer range to that the part that's further along. And then just one more house to go. That should be good. Alright. Seems like this is going now. 3 fuel coming in. Yeah, no, this is definitely working a lot better now. Alrighty. Right, so our first smuggler arrived. So let's see what we can do over here. Cut stone has quite a bit of a value, but I don't really want to trade that in. I mean, are the cloaks... What can I get over here? So I'm not getting close to getting any bullions. Yeah, so unfortunately we are going to dismiss this one, but once we have enough supplies, we will actually consider doing that. It's a good way to pay our taxes as well, without using too much of your supplies, I guess. Now this is going to be quite a situation, so let's see. 50 trinkets. How much is 50 trinkets going to be worth? Not exactly sure what the trinkets are for. Guess we'll figure that one out in the future. So that gives us definitely not enough. Alright, so copper ore will definitely get things going. I don't want to use them all considering I do need to... Let's see, something like that. We can do a little bit of this. Just a tiny bit of the coal, and then, yeah, I suppose we can use all the schematic blanks. I don't exactly know what we have here. I'm just going to send a full shipment. I'm not going to send anything more than that. They can go get wrecked. More whiskers. So sickly, compassionate, slow, swift, perfectionist. I suppose a perfectionist and a healthy one is good. Can always use that. Compassionate, slow. No, that's good. I'll just take the 2. Right, so an ore furnace, I suppose. Maybe. It's alright, I'll just research the ore furnace myself. I mean, it's not that bad, it's just like here, so it's 28 blanks. It's really not that bad. Alright, so let's have a look here. I think that should be it for now. Which also now just means we just need to add one more log cabin for our new arrival. Alright, so we've been asked to make extra farms out over here. I mean, that'll be a good one. I think maybe we can actually add a farm up here. Should be a good spot for maybe some more flax, maybe some more berries, maybe even some more wood. I'm not exactly sure, but let's go with that. I think that's a good one. And then supply ships over here. Let's see. So I would say this time around we can go a little bit more expensive over here, and it gives us extra machinery as well. I really want to keep our machinery levels up if you take into consideration all the machinery that we are using. So before we finish this episode, it was a bit of a rocky one, to be quite honest. So farm, I would say let's add a farm right over there. Maybe we could do a part over here, some more berries over here, and then something else up here. Not exactly sure what yet, but I think that is something we could do. As for this one, I just want to do the farm tool over here. So this is going to be the flax. So a good spot for the flax is over there. Good. Alright, so they're just going to plant those as well. Nice. So this one, like I said, was a bit rocky. It was a bit of issues I had, but I mean, we still finished it. So I mean, that's a good thing. At least we are getting there. But on that note, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you enjoy these videos, feel free to leave a thumbs up, and remember to like and subscribe to the Crunchy Captain to become part of the Crunchy community. But once again, you absolute legends, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.